Hey everyone, so we're at my turtle tank here. I have two turtles. I have this Eastern painted as well as a Asian Reeves turtle. Now I wanted to talk about how to handle your first pet turtle. So first off, you should have a tank that you have set up properly and has been cycled before you put your turtles into it. You're not going to want to put your turtle directly into tap water or anything like that. So we're going to talk about how you can get them out of the tank and interact with them. Now you do want to be careful. I was victim to this once in my younger years, a long time ago. Turtles can carry salmonella. You want to be really careful about touching your face after you touch a turtle. Now it's especially important for baby turtles, but any turtle, you just want to be careful. Mini pets, just wash your hands after. Now with turtles in the tank here, my turtle's pretty okay with me. I know I've had him for 12 years and he'll just let me pick him up. But the easiest way to pick up a turtle, I got him from the sides here, but he can get me with his, see how he can get me with his paws? Or I guess you'd call them claws or hands, whatever you want to call them. The best way to pick up a turtle is from the top, middle, and the bottom middle. And they won't be able, he's a little nervous, he did leak a little bit there, but he's okay, I'm not hurting him. If you hold them from the top, middle, and the bottom middle, they can't get to you with their hands as much, and they're less likely to scratch you or push out. And you don't want them to push off your hand and like fall to the ground. So usually by the top, middle, top, bottom is the best way to pick them up. Now, I haven't handled this guy in a while, which explains why he's a little nervous. He's okay. I'm not going to let him go back in the water because I want to grab out my other turtle as well. But what I want to say is if you want to take them out of the tank, just picking them up, like, you think, what am I going to do from here? You know, like, okay, I have them, but what am I going to do from here? So what I suggest is some type of Tupperware. This is just a Tupperware. Now you can leave them in here dry, but if you want to, you can put some water in here as well, but never use tap water. If you want some water in here, get some tank water. And it doesn't have to be super thick. I think just one of these cups will do. And then he's, you know, above water, but he is able to, you know, have that liquid if he wants it. Now I've got another turtle in here I gotta find. Where is he hiding at? I'll find him and then we'll continue. Alright, so here's my Asian Reeves turtle, and he is just curled up inside in his turtle shell. I have not held my turtles very much. I kind of view them more as cage pets. You know, they do interact, and if you take them out often, they can become interactive. But I've kind of just let them, you know, have their tank and live their life and, you know, feed them and everything. So he's not quite as okay with me as the Eastern Painted. The Eastern Painted didn't even hide. But this guy's hiding. We're going to go ahead and just put him down here with the Eastern Painted. Now if you have a brand new turtle, this guy's shell looks really dry, but it's just because he's been sitting in the sun. He's about 12 years old, like I said. So I suggest to have a Tupperware like this, or some type of container, anything that's like shoebox size or a little larger. And I'd suggest putting a little water in it, not much. You can also do it dry. Turtles are completely fine to be dry for hours at a time. So you can do it dry too, but I like to put a little water in there. And then if you got skittish turtles, as you can see, I can pick mine up even though this guy's scared. I can pick this guy up. He doesn't really care. He's just like, what are you doing, man? He's completely fine with me holding him. But some turtles, especially young turtles, will be really skittish. And, you know, they'll try to run away and blah, blah, blah. So I suggest a little Tupperware. And then what I suggest you do is what we'll show you next. Okay, so this is what I would suggest. So I'm here at my couch. I have my TV behind me. And I have my turtles right here. Now, I would just put them in a Tupperware and try to keep them close to you. I might be watching a movie or a TV show, and these guys can be right here. Now, you can put water in here, like I said, and I would actually suggest that because you can offer treats while they're in this place, in this little Tupperware, while they're in water. Some people don't know, but most aquatic turtles, as far as I know all, but I'm just going to say most because I don't know 100%, only eat underwater. So it's not safe for them to eat out in dry air. So like when I feed these guys, they go up and grab a pellet or cricket or whatever it is that I feed them. They grab it, jump in the water, they eat underwater. So having a little water in here gives you the opportunity to maybe give them some treats, maybe get some special treat turtle food, and you can give it to them while they're out here. And then basically, you know, they can hear, they can smell, they can, you know, be around, and I'm right next to them. Now my guys are really used to me. I mean, even though I haven't handled them a lot, you know, as much in the past year or two as I did the first year or two I had them, you know, they're still used to me. They're still used to, you know, human sounds and interaction. So they're not very skittish. They're just kind of sitting here, not really doing much, just hanging out. This guy's still fully in his shell. And then this guy is, you know, he's sticking out and just kind of like, well, what's going on, you know. So you can give us some treats in here, and I'd suggest, you know, if you really want your turtle to become interactive. Now, of course, this isn't like a cat or a dog, but some turtles actually can be pretty interactive. I've seen turtles, you know, come after treats, come even play tug of war with some certain little toys. You know, they are pretty smart little creatures, and they live a long, long time. And basically what I'd suggest is keep them next to you if you want them to get used to you, and watch TV, watch a movie, something. You can keep them out of the cage for a good long time. Most species of pet turtles we keep are okay with any temperature from 50, even lower, but 50, let's say, up to 90 plus. You know, they've experienced that all in the natural habitat that they live in. So taking them out of their cage, you don't have to worry too much about temperature. You don't have to worry about them drying out. Aquatic turtles like these bask, and they actually need to dry out quite often. They need to dry out so they don't get moldy and such. And that's why they bask, as well as to get the sun rays and the vitamin D and all that from the sun. So you really don't have to worry too much about how long you have them out. Now, I wouldn't say keep them out all day. You know, they want to have their tank and their home space. But you can take them out, watch a movie, even 2 movies, and keep them next to you. And, you know, don't blast the movie volume, but they're okay with standard house sounds. You know, mine are used to dogs barking, cats meowing, used to birds chirping, they're used to music, TV, whatever. And, you know, it's not going to bother them. They're going to get used to it, just used to normal sounds in their world. And the more they're around you, the more they're just going to get used to you. So like this little guy, well, I'll start with this guy. This guy's always been kind of a hider ever since I got him. I got him when he was the size of a quarter or so, same with the other one. This guy's always been kind of a hider. He just kind of clams up. But this guy, when I got him, he was really active. He would run around, go crazy, and it probably was partially because it's like new situation and he didn't know me, and he's like, oh, what's going on? This big person's trying to, you know, grab me or something. So he used to be, but now he's just super chill. So the more time you spend with them, even if you're not touching them, you know, you just sit here, watch a movie, they could see you, they hear the movie, maybe you're talking to friends, throw some treats in. Over time, they're going to get used to the environment. You know, you don't get thrown into a new environment and then, boom, you're calm and everything's great. You know, it takes some time. So it's the same thing you want to do with them. You want to keep everything as calm as possible for them while still exposing them to the standard, you know, lifetime things that are going to happen in your house. TV, some music, so on, people talking, other animals barking and stuff. So you just want to expose them to that slowly over time, and they will slowly get used to it and be more used to everything, be less skittish. And then, like I said, if you want to start, especially with little turtles, the bigger the turtle gets, the harder to do. My turtles luckily stayed pretty small. They're both males, and they both stayed like 5 inches or less, about 4 inches. So I could still do this with them. This is most easy with baby turtles because they're so small. The bigger they get, if you have a big turtle, like some people have turtles that are a foot long, then you would grab them by each side and just, you know, you might get touched by their feet a little bit, so you got to be careful not to drop them, not to let them hurt you. Luckily his claws don't hurt, so it's not a big deal, but some of the bigger turtles can. And you know, you can handle them, move them around, and you know, they'll keep getting used to you. So I just wanted to make a little video on kind of a simple way. Get a Tupperware, put some tank water in it, keep them near you. It's kind of like a new friend or any new relationship. You don't know that person right away. They don't know you right away. But the more time you spend near them, the more time you spend giving them treats. My cat is right up by the camera. He might push it. Dread, here he is. He didn't touch the camera at least. So the more time you're around them, the more they're going to kind of get used to it. So just keep them out. You know, even if it's an hour a day, that's okay. You know, keep them out, keep them next to you, and then put them back in their tank. Let them have the relaxing time, thinking time, and then do it again, do it again. And over the course of a few weeks or a couple months, they should get a lot more calm and should be a lot more easy to handle. And my turtles know me. I don't handle them as much anymore because, like I said, I kind of just leave them in the tank, let them do their own thing. But they know when I'm in the room. I walk into the room that their tank's in, they're coming up looking for food. They're like, hey, you're here, give me some food. You know, they are pretty interactive pets. And then you throw in food and you can tell they're happy. So, you know, they will get to know you. They do understand over time that you feed them, that you're helping them and such. But you just got to give it some time and put a little bit of work into it. So no tap water in this. That can hurt them. Probably not kill them, but it can hurt them. There's a lot of chemicals and junk in tap water. Put some tank water in here, and then you can dump it back in the tank when you put the turtles back, or throw it down the drain, whatever you want to do. But just keep them next to you. Just hang out with them. This goes for a lot of pets, you know. It's like if you get a new cat, or a dog, or a ferret, or a hamster, whatever it is. You bring it home, you can't expect it to be your best friend on the first day. You know, I know you want that, I want that too. But you can't expect that on the first day. It takes some time to build a relationship. So this is a simple way to start building a relationship with pet turtles. So I hope that helps everyone. You guys have any questions, let me know. Happy pet keeping. We'll see y'all later.